All right, so we're working on this unit. It's an LG small refrigerator, and that's the model R600 unit. Now I'm going to plug it in, and you're going to hear what it's doing. Light comes on for a second, clicks, waiting for compressor. No compressor, no sound, nothing, right? All right, so now we're going to be checking all of these connections. I want to make sure that they're not actually leaking, so while the unit is running, you can get them cleaned off before you start assuming. Now, sometimes from the factory, you will have some residual. Normally, they would clean them off, and you wouldn't see any oils at all. But that's not really oil. What that is, it's a chemical they put on before they squeeze those connections together. So that's all that is. So always verify, would clean those off even with soapy water, and then check them again. Yes, and while you're there, go ahead and check other connection point on this unit. You can also pull off the R600 black rubber stopper and go ahead and check as well. Just in case if there is a slow leak, you can determine that, fix it, or move on. So, but this unit does not have a leak in the compressor. It is a totally mysterious fix, and you'll see it shortly. So the compressor will come on in test mode, but it will not come on during regular run. And it goes back to the theory of operation. What is the unit doing, what it's not doing, and what should it be doing at a certain point. All right, so we're going to put it in test run. Now we're in volts, AC. Stick one lead on the body anywhere. And we're going to touch one of these relays. That's fine. That voltage is fine. Now, that's also is fine. So if we're getting 120 volts on these guys, it's never a good thing. One there and the other there. Got 29. One behind it. 29. All that's fine. Now be careful, don't touch capacitors with your bare hand. You will get a zap. So, all right, so the compressor is running just fine on test mode. Now, back over here, now it's getting warm. Now, test mode is only for so long, but then it goes away. So you can verify that by running the unit a few more times in test mode to see if it cools, or at least somewhat cools down. Let's do it again. I'm gonna go inside. We are getting cold in here, so definitely getting cold. I'm gonna put a thermometer and I want to continue to check it on test mode because it is getting cold. And again, I'm gonna grab my thermometer. You can feel the heat. All this is good. A bad or no refrigerant, you would not get any cool. So it's ramping up. And then it's gonna turn off. Test mode is temporary. Oh yeah, this thing's cooling down. So now that we know compressor is functioning, in fact the board is functioning, but the board is not getting a signal. So we're going to go a little deeper, and I'm going to check the inside right behind this cover, and you're going to be removing a plastic cover. It's a white cap and it covers a Phillips screw, and we're going to open it up and we're going to check for corrosion, and we're going to see if it turns on. So again, I went ahead and cleaned those because sometimes from the factory, sometimes when the connections are made, you might have a residue, and don't let that alarm you. It's not always a leak. Yes, they do leak, but it's not always a leak. So if you're able to put it into test mode and the unit runs, it cools, then you're dealing with something other than a bad board or a bad compressor. Just ways of deciphering the problem. If there's corrosion in here, that'll cause it to turn on as well. All right, so all of this is great news. So now we know the compressor is not bad, and the board is also not bad. So we're gonna take this cover off, make sure nothing is loose, because if this is loose, it will not able to turn on the board. Check everything just in case if there's a problem that you might have missed or someone might have missed. All right, yes, even sometimes from the factory, it does happen. All right, to save back here, you will have to pull this cap out. Phillips screwdriver, you can pull this off. No crazy, nothing, no big deal. Now I'm gonna pull this guy out and take a look at it. Fridge is on, so be careful. I think I see some corrosion on stuff. I'm also wearing gloves here. All right. You might have a bad connection in here, or could this be bad as well? So I'm gonna get some WD-40 and we're gonna see. Also unplug. Wait, it just turned on. It literally just turned on. This is what I'm talking about, guys. You have to understand the system. You really do. Unit just turned on. Corrosion. That's it. Let's go to the back. Compressor's running. Totally running. Board is on. Or compressor's on. I'm gonna check temperature in the morning. Up and running. One more thing I want to share with you guys. The top bin, how to remove it. It's a little tricky because you do have to remove this to remove that. And it's rather difficult. To install is not too bad. You angle, put one in, and one's in, and then you push it will snap in. Try not to scratch your fridge. If you need to use a putty knife or something to help, and that's it. Now, to remove, you would get a flat blade or something, and you basically just pry, and as you pry, slowly, you push forward or towards you, and it comes out. Fan is on up here as well. Beautiful, nice and cold. I can feel it. Look at that, guys. Ice cold. You can see the steam coming out of it. All right, one more test. Liquid. And we should be frozen. Look at that, guys. Frozen, frozen, frozen. All right, thanks for watching.